Hey guys, Costless here, coming at you with my Week 8 recap in the NFL. Sorry for the delay. The My video covering the Week 9 predictions should be out tomorrow morning, but we'll just knock this one out because I've done a great job making sure I do recaps every week. And of course, you know me, some of these games I won't say much on just because I didn't watch them. And also, please forgive me, I've really been just paying attention to the Yankees. They are my team. So them being in the World Series, I'm really just focusing on them, watching their games instead of watching, NFL football at the moment. But once the World Series is over, and then hopefully the Yankees make a miraculous comeback from down 3-0 to win the whole series in seven, we will be back on the football. Thursday night football was Minnesota against the Rams. Like everyone else, I went with Minnesota. It was a defeat there. I didn't see much of it. I know there was some controversial no calls from the refs, but you're gonna get that every week in the NFL. The Jets going to New England and losing. I called that. I told you guys I'm not picking the Jets at all, never again for the rest of the season, and I am keeping that promise. The Jets are a fucking train wreck. Like, well, who else does Aaron Rodgers need? It's They could get prime Randy Moss and prime Jerry Rice. They're not winning a fucking game. The guy's washed. He needs to retire. Jets are gonna jet. It's crazy. I had a lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers. I thought he was one of the best talents to ever play. But yeah, even the Jets ruined him. The Packers taking on the Jags. Green Bay won. Uh, didn't really watch that one to be honest, but that was a correct pick as you can see. Atlanta against Tampa. Tampa loses that game. I don't know what Tampa Bay's on. It's kind of like a little losing streak forming here in Tampa. I'm gonna have to reconsider where I have them in my head because I don't know where the standings are at, but I feel like Atlanta's been winning a lot of their games recently. Well, no, they lost against Seattle. I take that back. It's gonna be the winner of the South. It's gonna be Atlanta Tampa Bay. It'll be interesting, but it's not like you're watching two great teams go at it there. But that was an incorrect pick by me. The Ravens against the Browns went with the Ravens, and somehow they lost that game. Jameis Winston, thank you for that. The Titans going to Detroit. Detroit wins that. That was a correct pick. Indy going to Houston to take on the Texans. Got that one right as well. Philadelphia against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, I don't know what to think about you guys. I really don't. I don't want to say season over, but it's going to be hard for them to, you know, still be in the race to win the division when you have the Steelers and you have the Ravens with pretty decent records compared to theirs. So I fucking hate Philly, but Philly Commanders is going to be also great for the division. That's also a good divisional race in the East. I've been saying since the summer the Commanders are going to win the East. So we'll see if my prediction goes right. And of course, out of as a Giants fan, as if if we're going to put all the divisional rivals we have on the table, I hate the Commanders the least, and I hate the Eagles the most. And Dallas is a close second to being most hated, but you know they're not really good, so it's kind of like it's like hating on a bad team. It's just kind of cruel. The Cardinals going to Miami, winning. Predicted that. Call of Duty inspired Kyler Murray to win that game. The Bills going to Seattle. That this was the Tom Brady game that he was calling this week. Uh, Buffalo easily wins that. Could have told you that from, you know, a long time ago. The Saints going to the Chargers. Chargers win that one. No surprise there. So this one, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna leave it as a loss because I did put Chicago. I said Chicago in my predictions, but if you remember my predictions video, I said Jaden Daniels. If he's playing, I'll pick the Commanders. So it was a conditional prediction, but I'm not gonna change it. It's not like I'm gonna be with that. If I change it to a correct pick, it's gonna be north of 80%. So I'll just leave it like that. But just keep in mind, if Jaden Daniels was playing, even if he was playing hurt, I was going with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Chiefs and Raiders. You already know the the Raiders. I can't. I can't imagine being a Raiders fan because you guys, it's just like you don't do anything well. Kind of like the Giants, I guess, Giants of the West, but I I can't believe they picked off Patrick Mahomes and they were like in the Kansas City, 10-yard line. It was first and goal and they had a three and out. Like they couldn't get a fucking touchdown in. Yeah, I think it just goes to show you they're not a good football team. And yeah, it's just I like the Raiders. I see what they're doing, but they're just not executing at all. The Panthers against Denver, we already know the Panthers suck. Denver wins that one. No sweat. Dallas, San Francisco. San Francisco won that. No sweat at all. Um, did Dallas? I think that I don't even know what record that puts them at. Let me look it up here. I'm gonna guess it's not that high. Not to be too mean, but I don't think it's gonna be high at all. Let's see here. NFL standings. Yeah. Dallas is 3-4, and the divisional leaders is Washington, and they're 6-2. So yeah, it's pretty much over for them. Giants sitting at 2-6, which is the last game here. Giants against Pittsburgh. I did a recap on it. You can check it out on my channel. But basically, the Cliff Notes version of it is I don't understand this whole staying loyal to Daniel Jones. I don't get it. I don't want to make this a controversial take. I don't think it is at all. But this guy has some level of privilege that I aspire to have. He's so bad. You see players that like Anthony Richardson, like Bryce Young, getting benched within 2 years, and we're still starting this dumb fuck at quarterback. And I'm gonna be honest, maybe it's just Mara being Mara, the owner of the Giants, just being a fucking dickhead, telling the coaches they can't bench Daniel Jones. But I really hope it's just the fact that, or it could just be that the fucking coaches are idiots and they're just doing this on their own will. But the worst case scenario I think is just our backups and Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito are so much worse than Daniel Jones, which you can't tell me that's the truth because I've seen Drew Lock win on a Monday Night Football game last season, and we saw Tommy DeVito also win on Monday night primetime games against tough opposition. So you can't tell me that they're worse. You can't tell me that they're worse. It's just I don't know what the Giants are doing. I don't know if they're tanking the season. The league really needs to investigate it because I don't know what the fuck the Giants are doing. What a pathetic way to celebrate 100 seasons of the franchise is with this fucking slop that we're watching this year. It's kind of sad. Pittsburgh, I'm not gonna really talk much about you guys because if you didn't beat the Giants, end your season already. The Giants, I would say, are down there with the Panthers at this point. I know we won one more game, but yeah, I'm just happy that my Yankees made me proud this year. Because if it was down to the Giants to make me feel good about sports, fuck me, we would have been cooked. But yeah, that was basically the my recap of week 8. Week 9 predictions will be up tomorrow morning. So hopefully we'll see you there, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Costless signing out.
It's useless. I'm working outside. Penny X.